So let's go look at this basic Gantt chart. So let's go to information first. This is a very basic Gantt chart created by SPJ Consulting. Its intended use is for quick planning and tracking, proposals and tenders. The base case could be used in other more sophisticated planning tools. So you can just create your plan, overall plan for your project or your daily planner or your to-do list. And then it can be passed on to more sophisticated tools, maybe a professional planner planning the details for you within your plan to create a more detailed schedule. So this tool I would propose is more for planning. Unless it's for a very small project, I would advise, if it's anything bigger than a very small project, to use specific planning tools. But it serves a good purpose. If you've got no other planning tool, of course you can use this, and then you, like I mentioned, you can keep yourself on track. You can also use it as a to-do list. As I say in all my courses or materials, any suggestions is welcome at any time. You can better this project, liaise with me, we can work together and create better things. So you've got the details of our website and our email address, so contact us through those if you have any suggestions on this system. If you also find any mistakes, please follow the same process as point 1. Like I mentioned, this is a very basic Gantt chart. Free feel to modify it to suit your needs. You should have a basic to a mid-level understanding of Excel to utilize and modify this Gantt chart, and it's not perfect. This is, like I mentioned, the basic planning tool and not suitable for any large projects. The sheets are not protected on purpose for you to easily modify them, so please be careful. And then for advice on any purpose-fit software, tools and technologies, visit our website. Quickly, just looking at SPJ Consulting, our services here, we've got a vast range of services in the project and business spaces. If you need any of these services, please don't hesitate to contact us on the info@spjconsulting.co.za email, or just drop me a WhatsApp at that number or call me at that number. And of course, you can visit our website, www.spjconsulting.co.za, for more information. And lastly, if you want to, you can just scan the QR code for direct access to our website. Okay, so let's have a quick look at the basic Gantt chart. We start off by a due date. This is a reporting date. That's information updated up to and including this date. So I'll make it today's date just to start off with, and you'll see it highlights in the format displayed there on your data date. Okay, and then I'll plan a few tasks. Let's call it create Gantt video, and I'm going to say edit video. And of course, depending on your industry, you can do what you require. If it's construction, you'll have a different list of things to do. I'm just using my current effort on this video to plan my work. I'll say review video, and let's say publish video. Let's say track downloads and revise video, something like that. I'm planning to start that on the 17th, which is today's date. I'm giving me one day to do that. I'll give myself 2 days to do that, and of course that can only start after that completion date. So I'll make that start date also the 17th. Then review will be, it started after the 18th when that activity ends. So I'll make that the 19th of March. No, not 29th, 19th of March. And I'll give myself 1 day to do that. Publish video, or give me 1 day to do that. And let me also start after. I'll make that the 20th. And then what I'll do, track download, I'll track the download after the 20th. I'll start tracking at the 21st. And I'll track it over 10 days as an example. And then after the 10 days I will revise my video, which is the 4th of April. And I'll give myself 2 days to revise the date. Okay. Now you will see this is set up. This specific system is set up for a 5-day work week. You can change it if you've got a 6-day work week. You'll have to revise it. And it also doesn't, like in this case, it does not count the Saturdays and Sundays, the weekend time, as work time. So you'll see that 10 days is highlighted for more than 10 days, yeah, because it does not count the weekend days. Okay. So good practice is this review all my spelling here a bit. I'll say yes. Oh, let's do check. Okay. Spelling check done. I'm ready to publish my plan. I've used none days at the moment according to this, and now after a week, and let's say I've now started Monday, then it doesn't have to start on a Monday, it can start on any day, and I'm gonna do a review by the 21st. So let's go into the future, and I'm now saying I've got my data date on the 21st. I want to see where I'm tracking. And let's say by that date I've used 1 day as per plan. I've actually used 3 days here, and I'm -1. Now in this case you could decide, do I need to review my start date of my following activity after spending an additional day editing video, because I'm not too great at editing videos. Let's fix that video. I'm not too great, so I must decide, okay, am I going to adjust that to start later or earlier, because you can see that's overdue, or I can just leave it and try to make up the time. So I've decided to make up the time, and I did. So as you can see in this example, the published video is actually 1 day overdue according to the data date. And let's another example, published video. Let's assume I use 2 days to do that, so it's an additional day. So what I can decide is to review my video now over a shorter term period, and let's say I've used 5 days there. So it will highlight my planned days is still there, and if I haven't updated any of the activities, my revised video will all showcase as remaining days. Of course, and then as you move on, if you want to update by the next Friday, which will be the 28th of the 3rd, then I can update further. I can now say, okay, I've used 8 days of that, and I haven't revised the video yet. So it's a interactive spreadsheet which you can use to track your dailies, or track smaller projects, or use it as a base to move on to a professional planner to actually track your detailed activities, and you just create your overall plan within the system. That is the intention. I hope it works for you. Thank you very much.